As you can tell, Maine's under a wind watch right now for high winds. We're having real big gusts of winds. But, like I said, it's November 14th. Now this scrape line is getting hammered, so that tells me that this buck isn't with a doe. I haven't seen the buck yet. I've sat here 3 times. I had an encounter with some sort of deer, but it got too dark, and I never got to see what it was. It's on a northwest wind right now. This is north, coming out of the north, and this is west. There's a green field up here. I'm hunting the expanded season. You already see me take that 9-pointer October 30th. That was an awesome hunt. I had a lot of fun on that hunt. Now we're back down on the expanded season. You already see me take a doe also during the expanded season opening day. Now, there's a lot of deer in here. This is a real good place. But most of the bow hunters right now are rifle hunting for the November season. So I'm sneaking in here on this piece of property, and there's literally no hunting pressure because they're out trying to fill their rifle tags. I just put a stealth cam out tonight over this scrape. I'd like to get a look at this buck. Hopefully we'll get a look at it. By the time I get down here, I only have about an hour and a half to hunt. It's kind of overcast right now. These clouds are rolling through real fast. I brought some tassel gland from that 9-pointer down here, and I rubbed it in that scrape, rubbed it on a tree, kind of hoping it'll keep that buck coming to this one scrape that I'm set up on. I know where he's coming from. If I don't have any activity here, I'm going to go closer to his bedding area because I like hunting the bedding area. I'll catch him coming out of that or going into it, one or the other. That's one of my favorite ways to hunt. But where I'm limited on time, I brought my climber in here and I set up I'm probably about 500 yards away from the bedding area right now. And I'm waiting for these deer to come up to this green field. And hopefully, it'll come to this scrape right down here. We'll see what happens.
After sitting in the wind for 45 minutes, I looked down and I could see a deer next to the scrape. I didn't even have my release aid on yet.
Deer's still coming.
This deer is following the tassel gland scent trail that I had left earlier before climbing up the tree. You can tell that the deer's nose is right to the ground. He's smelling the tassel gland. The deer stopped right in front of my tree stand, where I had stopped to look up to see what kind of background cover I had. This was the opportunity I was looking for to draw my bow. About a 6-yard shot. I grab another arrow and knock it onto my bow. And I shoot the deer again right through the boiler room. I want this deer to expire as fast as possible.
We got storm clouds moving in, high wind, high pressure. This deer was going to the green field to get some food. Let's take a look. We had a 10-yard shot. Beautiful. Coming in on a north wind, coming right to the scrape. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful deer. Well, here's my management deer. As you can see, again, it was a 10-yard shot. Man, stand placement is so important if you want to fill your tag. Pay attention to where the deer are coming, and you always want to be on top of the freshest deer sign. I mean, we got 30, 40 mile an hour wind gusts tonight. These deer were hungry and this deer wanted to get to that field. No tracking required, fell right there. Boy, I'll tell you what, I moved my stand the other night a little bit closer to the green field because I'm in kind of a hardwood and they can move about anywhere they want. And I set up next to that scrape, hoping that a nice buck would come in. But this guy wound up coming in and I filled my tag. Another one of my expanded season tags. I hope you all can go out there and get a deer. I'm telling you, whether it's with a bow or with a rifle. If you're persistent, I only had, like I said earlier, an hour and a half to hunt. I set my stealth cam, I got up in the tree. Next thing I know, this little guy is coming right down the scrape line. He was sniffing a scrape over here, probably about 15, 20 yards behind me, and he wound up coming right down underneath the tree. I didn't even have my release aid on my hand. I got all my camera equipment set up and stuff. I didn't even have my release aid on. But it was so windy, I could get away with a lot of movement tonight. Well, I guess you can say I filled another tag. There's no guarantees. But boy, I sure do like them when they come right under the stand, huh? All right. Whew. What a plump deer.